Now at 10, remembering the woman who tragically died in a climbing accident in Big Cottonwood Canyon on Friday. Tonight, we hear from her family. Plus, the Salt Lake City Police Department is asking for your help after discovering a person dead in a field, ruling it a suspicious death. And
you cannot label a mom and put that mom in one little box because there's so many different dynamic families out there.
A special Mother's Day story of a mother and a daughter co-piloting a trip to South Korea together.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Hello, I'm Sarah Murphy. Thanks for joining us this evening for ABC4 News at 10. In an exclusive story, family members are mourning a Utah woman who died climbing in Big Cottonwood Canyon. We spoke with that woman's brother and learned how her impact, he says, is continuing on even after she's gone. It's a story you'll only see right here on ABC4 News.
I joke that, if you knew my sister, it meant you were broken, but it also meant she probably helped fix you.
Powerful words from Dylan Brand, reflecting back on his 34-year-old sister, Caitlin.
She was my baby sister. I'm never going to see her again, and that breaks my heart.
On Friday, Caitlin was climbing in Big Cottonwood Canyon with her boyfriend when they both slipped and fell. Her boyfriend is in the hospital. Caitlin died that night. We
were just crawling into bed, I think. It was like midnight our time. I got the phone call from my mom, and, it's like I was as shocked as anybody to receive the news.
Caitlin's family, Dylan says, are mourning her loss.
I don't know that my mom is ever going to really recover from this. How can you? No parent should lose a child. I'm still processing it myself.
He says she's a person who loved and was loved.
She was doing it with the person that I think was probably the love of her life, and she, unfortunately passed doing something that she loved with somebody that she loved. So, I think that's maybe the one silver lining I can find in this tragedy.
And even though she's gone, she'll keep on singing.
Just a tragic story. Caitlin's boyfriend, again, is still in the hospital. Search and rescue crews say the two used proper equipment, but they think melted snow caused the boulders to shift from under them. Family says right now they're working on planning a memorial service. In Salt Lake, police are asking for your help. This morning, they found a body dead in a field. It was about a block west of the Little America Hotel in downtown Salt Lake. Police say the person was dead when they got there, and they haven't released that person's name. Police say the death is suspicious, but right now, there's no threat to the community. So if you have any information on the case, they say you can call Salt Lake Police at the number you see right there on the bottom of your screen. We turn now to Spanish Fork, where several homes are left damaged after a punctured main water line released thousands of gallons of water onto roads and into neighborhoods. Some of those families evacuated their homes. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live in studio after speaking with those who helped. Annika.
Along with Spanish Fork Fire, Police, and EMS, the American Red Cross responded to the area of flooding in hopes of providing help to those who may not know what steps they should be taking next. When water started rushing down 800 East and Center Street in Spanish Fork, multiple families were left with flooded basements and major water damage.
There were several homes and families displaced due to the water main break, and some of the homes were not livable, and they had to evacuate.
Spanish Fork officials say there was a main water break caused by an accidental puncture to the line by a contractor doing a traffic project in the area. Thousands of gallons of water flooded the streets, leaving 7 houses flooded and 3 others with minor water damage. The American Red Cross then responded to those who were displaced and needed help because of the flooding.
And we talked to several families that had significant water in their living areas. We were able to provide them assistance for lodging, food, and certain resources.
The Red Cross says they're constantly preparing for events like these.
We're continually recruiting, educating, engaging and empowering incredible volunteers to be able to respond to events just like this or a house fire or even larger events, both here locally, but throughout the United States.
They continued saying that while situations like these can be unpredictable and happen when we least expect it, there are ways for everyone to prepare.
Community preparedness is absolutely essential, especially when there's risk of these flooding events, of fire events, of anything happening. So it's just really important that people are ready.
Those with the Red Cross say that knowing the hazards in your area, what risks your home may be in, and having a planned course of action for when unexpected events like flooding happen is the best way to begin preparing and being ready for things that may come out of nowhere. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Annika. Now new at 10, a man is in critical condition after he fell into the Ogden River this afternoon. The 30-year-old man was playing on the side of the river when he fell in. Salt Lake police and fire crews entered the river, pulled him to safety. Now, emergency responders want to take this time to remind you that if you're in an area with high and fast-moving water, to remember to be extremely cautious and careful. In our flood watch, parts of Ogden River are overflowing today, and some people in the area are evacuating. So these are videos right there taken by one of our viewers, Kaylee Garrett, this morning of the South Fork of the river. So you see the water levels are high. It's running full. Water in some areas overflowing up onto the roads. So Ogden City officials say water in the river can move fast. So if you're walking around the area, they say to make sure you stay at least 15 feet from the water's edge. We're going to check now in with meteorologist Nate Larson. And Nate, with some of this wet weather we've seen just in the past few hours, clearly one can imagine this will only be a continuing issue for the next few days.
Yeah, the rain, even a decent amount of it in a short period of time, not helping some of the flood concerns we're seeing where our rivers are already so swollen, if not flooding. Here's some of the lightning show we had across parts of the Salt Lake Valley. Marlene Crutcher sent in this photo from West Jordan. Also had a beautiful sunset across the valley as the storm was rolling through. Some even captured lightning as the sun was setting. This was here at the studio. Yeah, we had quite a bit of lightning in conjunction with the thunderstorm. It put down a good quarter of an inch or so in some areas. Had some moisture. White Pine at Big Cottonwood Canyon, almost an inch of precipitation in the last 24 hours. East Mill Creek, 0.41. Olympus Cove, 3/400ths of an inch. Alpine, 3/100ths. And Rose Park, just shy of a quarter of an inch. The airport now sitting at about 1800ths as well. A lot of the moisture across the Wasatch fronts pushed off towards the east. We still have some showers and embedded thunderstorms across east central portions of the state, and some light precipitation showing up on radar as you head off towards the west end of the state. So we even had some flooding across portions, flash flooding, I should say, central Utah in just north of Kane County. So Garfield, Wayne counties had some flooding earlier today, and we're still seeing some of these thunderstorms impact parts of the region tomorrow. Plan on a pretty quiet start to the day for Monday. Temperatures warmer. We're in the low 80s for the Wasatch Front, so high pressure is going to build in. Should help bump our temperatures up above average, but we are going to keep some moisture in the mix. Isolated thunderstorms remain possible across Salt Lake. Even down in St. George have a slight chance. Look how toasty it's going to be, though. 91 degrees for the high. We'll talk about some flash flood potential, which areas we're going to be concerned about for Monday. Details on that coming up. Sarah?
All right, thank you, Nate. Coming up on ABC4 News at 10, the Nibley Park Golf Course is Utah's oldest public golf course. But before that, it was the magnificent Wandamere Amusement Park. It's worth watching.
All right, and we're tracking your latest pinpoint weather forecast as a look at the capital this evening. We do have more showers and storms in the forecast. We'll time them all out for you with Futurecast after the break.